Hey guys, welcome back to another 5 for Friday. Hope you all are staying safe out there. Hope you've had a good week. We're going to finish the week up here with another countdown of my top 5 or bottom 5 for this one. We are going to be discussing the 5 worst people you will meet on the internet / social media. So if you are any of these people, I'm sorry in advance. But these are some of the most notorious people that are out there, and we'll get into why as we count them down this week. So we'll go ahead and start off with number 5, and that's the person who comments on an article without actually reading it. These people are very common out there on the internet. They will see a topic of an article and they will go ahead and post their thoughts on it regardless of whatever it says. A lot of the times they will also post an opinion that is stated in the article, so it's very obvious that they haven't read it. A lot of these people are just wasting their time. They're the type who, when someone speaks, they wait to respond instead of actually listening to what the person has to say. So that's why they place number 5 on here. Those people usually are the ones who are stirring the pot. Instead of actually taking the time to read an article or read a post and see what the author has to say about things. Number 4 is what was formerly known as the Twitter egg. Now has kind of turned into a bot. Usually it's somebody that posts, or not really somebody, but a computer post that has a bot with numbers at the end of it that will essentially retweet anything with a certain topic involved or comment on anything with a certain topic involved. Not a real person. It's just something out there that is created so that they can get whatever the message is out there. These have become more prevalent recently as far as new technology is created. So again, it's a lot of things. If you click on somebody's post, especially if it's something political, you'll usually see a lot of these under it. It's not helping anything, but they do exist, especially more recently. Number 3 is the person who shows up to comment sections just to argue or post just to argue. There's no real benefit of this. They just want to come in and troll people, which is not necessarily funny anymore just because it happens so much. Especially this person and number 5 kind of go hand in hand, and they just want to come in and stir things up. I guess they get some delight out of it because of how awful their everyday life is. But these people are usually just there to make other people mad, which they usually do. If you're smart, you won't take the bait, but a lot of people do take the bait because the internet. Number 2 is the person who posts things over and over that aren't true, but because it was on the internet, they shared it. These are the people who just see a picture and they click share or retweet without actually going in and checking on the how true or false the article is. They'll just see a headline and boom, they'll post it. And because of the growth of social media, a lot more people will see it. It becomes more visible, more people believe it, and so forth and so on. And unfortunately, because of that, a lot more people get information that's not true, and they continue to share it, and they continue to share it, and it spreads like wildfire. And so that's a lot of the reason why I feel like a lot of the issues on social media are more prevalent, because people are more willing to share things that are not necessarily true instead of checking the truthfulness of the article. And number 1 is my viewpoint is right no matter how much evidence you post that my viewpoint is actually wrong person. This person is usually the type who will post one of those articles for number 2, and if somebody calls them out on it, they will tell them that's a lie, that they know better, that they know that their way is right and the other person's way is wrong. These people are very stubborn. They will not change their opinion on anything, even though changing your opinion on thing is a good thing. If actual evidence-based viewpoints are presented the other way, they, however, are going to stand their ground and be stubborn, and they will not flinch on what it is they believe, even though, regardless of what all evidence points to, all the facts point to, they are going to stand their ground. And if they do find out that they're wrong, a lot of times they'll just go back and delete the post or delete the tweet that they've made. Thereby later on they can say, "What? I never posted that. I never said that." So my viewpoint is right, no matter what person is probably the worst person out there, just because they tend to spread a lot of misinformation and they won't backtrack on it. So that would be my number one is the person who even though someone points out the truth to them, refuses to change their ways or change how they feel about a topic. Hope you enjoyed this week's top 5. We'll come back next Friday with another 5. Once school gets started up again, I'm not sure how many of these we'll be posting. Hopefully the podcast will be going by then, but hope you enjoyed today's episode. We'll be back next Friday. Have a safe weekend, and we'll see you again next week.